Brews and Banter.
Hey Frank,
Hey Roman,
crazy week, huh?
it's a crazy week. I haven't seen you, but everybody's in for a treat because I'm on 9 right now. We pre-gamed a little bit. We're ready to go.
What do we have?
We've got a
No, what do we had before we started? Screwdrivers.
yes, right. Yeah. So, there was some. It's actually a Rika vodka. It's Icelandic, so it's kind of Viking, and we've had a lot of people asking us about our logo, and it's something that Roman designed, and I'm the ginger kind of guy on the. If you're looking at it on the left, I mean, maybe it looks like a little sperm on my neck, but I guess that's probably no different than a high school locker room. But it's something Roman designed, and I mean it's really cool artwork. But getting back to how we arrived at this, we had some ancestry DNA done years ago, and it turns out I'm 4% Scandinavian, so that's kind of how
The Viking
thing came across. So I'm on the left. Roman is an Armenian warrior on the right.
Yeah. Well, yeah, I'm surprised people ask me who's who. I mean, I'm not redhead.
No, but if they look to the right, you can tell that guy's got a smaller dick. So it's obviously.
Oh, what's obvious? What gives that away?
I don't know. That's what I'm thinking. Right?
Okay.
But so we're actually starting with a Middle Ages Epiphany.
Yeah.
Bohemian
That goes
style,
with our logo.
Pilsner. and again, yeah, that's why we're talking about the logo. It kind of ties in with that. And this is a 5% alcohol Pilsner, and we'll start with that today and kind of discuss that through the podcast and various other things that.
Where are they located?
They are in Syracuse on Wilkinson Street.
Yes. And they started brewing in 1995, so 27 years.
Oh my God! I
Oh
think
my God.
my beer prematurely ejaculated. So yeah, it was just again to give someone a little bit of background because there's a lot of questions about the logo, and I mean the art is really nice, and this was sort of AI generated by Roman. You can kind of tweak things and go from there.
It took over 100 different designs.
Yeah,
to
and AI
land
is
on
the
this
big
one.
AI is the big thing now, so that's what people
Yeah,
are going with.
we gave it a shot. Just kept going back and forth with adjusting designs and instructions, and yeah, came out nice. So we had good feedback. Everybody likes it. So I had people approach me just because they saw this on my cell phone. Like, oh, that's pretty cool logo. What is that for? So maybe we got some listeners through that. So thank you.
And we're recording a lot of these episodes by video, and there's nothing that's been uploaded at this point, but it will be at some point. But
Yeah, video editing is like another level.
yeah,
So I'm just learning the audio, and it's getting better. We had feedback from our first episode. I was a little bit quieter, but now I've learned a way to adjust that, and we'll get better sound for everyone.
So speaking of feedback from previous episodes, we had episode 1 was the sumo versus dog butt, and episode 2 was the he said I heard, or she said I heard. We've had we're still kind of gathering information for the he said I heard, she said I heard. But in regards to the first episode, it's about a 63 to 27% split versus who would rather lick a dog ass versus sniffing or even licking a sumo ass. So
there was a polling.
there was a poll, and again, it's makes me question what this world has come to and the people we deal with. But it is again 63% people would rather lick or sniff a dog ass.
Okay, well, I'm glad I was on that side.
Yeah, so you're on the winning side, which again still raises some questions for me. But either way, I'm not in the minority. I mean, there's a lot of. I'm not alone. There's a lot of people that would still, do some sort of sumo ass apparatus.
Licking. So I just tried this beer. It's pretty good. 5% alcohol. Bohemian style Pilsner, sorry. Epiphany.
Mm-hmm.
Did you say that it was Epiphany?
Epiphany from Middle Ages. I mean, to me, it actually tastes like it is something you would have back in that time period. I mean, it's what I would imagine would be the alcohol you drink.
It's
back
really
in the Middle
easy.
Ages.
It's like effortless. Like, I don't know. I'm drinking it. It's not like nothing strong like aftertaste.
No, it's not
It's very
obnoxious.
I can put down 6 of these cans.
Or 12.
But that's just me. By the fire, I don't bring these camping. These guys been doing it for what, 27 years, I said?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, they know what they're
Was
doing.
95, 96?
It's good, 95.
Yep.
So, good job, guys.
Yeah.
Really good. You mentioned AI earlier. Did you hear about the whole holdback on AI product, like improving or producing any more AI?
Yeah, so they're putting on. I saw something that was put on
Change-
pause for some reason.
Yeah, there's if you're okay with it, I'm gonna just quickly read you something I found.
Hmm.
This is on Guardian.
What if I'm not okay? You're still gonna fucking read it anyway.
Yeah, just fucking listen, okay? It says more than 1,000 artificial intelligence experts, researchers, and backers have joined a call for an immediate pause on the creation of giant AIs for at least 6 months, so the capabilities and dangers of the systems such as GPT-4 can be properly studied and mitigated. The demand is made in an open letter signed by major AI players including Elon Musk, who co-founded OpenAI, the research lab responsible for ChatGPT and GPT-4. Emid must, if I'm mispronouncing the last name, I apologize. Emid Mostake, Mostaque, who founded London-based Stability AI, and Steve Wozniak, the co-founder of Apple. Its signatures also include engineers from Amazon, DeepMind, Google, Meta, and Microsoft, as well as academics including the cognitive scientist Gary Marcus. Recent months have seen AI labs locked in out of the control race to develop and deploy ever more powerful digital minds that no one, not even their creators, can understand, predict, or reliably control, the letter says. That's kind of scary shit too.
Well, and for me, what I take away from that is that it's really AI in the software and the development is quicker than a human is able to keep up with right now. So I understand it. Things are much different now than they would have been, 20, 15, 10, 5 years ago.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know. I mean, I'm not involved with who's able to pause what when, but I get it. There's a lot of things happening right now.
I think it's important that they're doing this. I don't know. It's nice to hear that a lot of major players are on the same page to pause it. Not like half are saying we're going to stop, the other half kind of develops it in the backdoor kind of development, just to be ahead financially. But I heard an interview on Joe Rogan. He had Elon Musk on, and he was concerned about how AI could advance beyond human intelligence.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't know, have you heard of Neuralink?
Yeah.
So his hope is to be able to be on par with AI, but will be more advanced as humans. I don't know, I think it's kind of crazy. I'd never put a fucking chip in my head.
Yeah.
But you know that there would be some kind of a control over it. I think it's good to have it with limitations because it could help us with medicine. It could help us with technologies in the future, engineering, advancing. I don't know, maybe AI can help us not destroy the world as fast,
Yeah, I don't believe it's a bad thing.
Yeah.
I think it's got to be metered to some degree, but this is probably not unique to a lot of situations in the world. There's always something that happens that's really quick,
Mm-hmm.
and there's got to be some sort of control over the progress it makes that could be potentially quicker than we can keep up with. I don't know. I mean, we'll see where it goes. Right now, it's not a major impact on any of us,
Yeah.
but it's interesting and I think certainly beneficial. But we'll see how this progresses.
Yeah, that's something a lot of people are asking, like, well, what is he going to do replacing jobs, you know? Like, if the AI is so much better than a human in certain tasks and then they get replaced by, where is that going to go? Where are these misplaced people going to go? What are they going to do for a living?
Well, there's a lot to iron out, yeah.
Yeah, something has to come up. But I'm glad, like, these are, like, first steps they're taking. I just wanted to bring that up because you mentioned us. I mean, we use an AI, too, to help us with our stuff.
Yeah, and certainly our platform is a lot, obviously, different than, you know, what's going to impact the world. Ours is entertainment, comedy, you know, with a little bit of reality as well, but it's what we're doing, and that's kind of our niche, and, you know, it works for us, but I don't know what's going to happen moving forward, and we'll kind of ride the wave.
Same with episode arts. Like I mentioned in episode 2. You know, we wanted to do those episode arts.
Yeah, these things that are not available to other people that are one-off.
Mm-hmm.
You know, the things that you're kind of working with on your software platform and things that people are not able to replicate.
Yeah.
You can see that on our Instagram or our Facebook or YouTube or any of those platforms that you want to check out that are unique to us.
Yeah, as long as people are also being transparent when, like, we've been honest out front. Anything we used AI to design was said generated by AI.
Yeah. We'll give credit where credit's due.
Yeah,
We're not trying to do anything that's wrong.
I'm not claiming I'm a digital artist.
Yep. But so working with some coworkers day to day. Have you seen this? There's this bear camera. It's a bear denning underneath someone's deck in their house.
Mm-hmm.
A mama bear. Apparently they don't piss or shit all winter. I don't know how this works.
Mm-hmm.
But they give birth. Like
and
it's
then you
really
that deck.
Yeah, like they give cubs, and it's just really weird.
Those people live there.
Yeah, people live there, and this bear is like denning. So they have it like a live camera. Like I forget the website. We can update people with this, but it's a live camera feed. And the bear just this week has awoken from this slumber and is kind of moving around. It's coming back, and these little rambunctious little bastard cubs are like jumping all over the mama and
That's
they're all
cute.
excited. Yeah, it's really cool to watch. But I was looking and I'm asking my buddy at work, I'm like, how do these little cubs get fed? Like, what's happening? And apparently there's fat reserves, all this other stuff.
Yeah.
But I wonder what bear nipples look like. It was just a question I had because that's what I do. And I didn't realize that. And there's a picture I have. They have 4 nipples, but there's like 2 nipples where our nipples would be, but then there's like 2 nipples like that would be on the outside of each of your belly button, like one on each side of your belly.
Oh, like to feed.
Yeah.
To feed the cubs.
But I was like, and there's a picture I have of this bear standing up, and there's like 4 nipples. I was like, well, how ironic is that? How great would it be?
Are they like the cow has the nipples?
Like bear udders? I don't know, but I don't think you can milk them. I don't know.
It's like, what's that movie? I
With Ben Stiller?
Yeah, it's like, I got nipples. Can you milk me?
Can you milk me, Greg? But it was just weird to me to see this bear standing up with 4 nipples. I'm like, oh, how lucky is that bear?
I never thought about bear nipples, but now I know.
Well, so you should. Another phrase I saw was "give it a Google." They're calling "give it a Google." You can
search it.
Yeah, you can Google it, and it's called "give it a Google." So, but you can find those pictures. But either way, the trail cam was pretty cool, and it's a live feed.
That's cool.
Yeah.
I want to get that link.
Yeah, nature's cool. I mean, it's really interesting to watch. I think you can see the joists of the deck are kind of scratched or eaten away. However, I don't know if the bear is trying to make room, but you can see it's kind of arched. So there's obviously a support issue there. But the bear, I think it's the second year in a row that the bear has been there.
Really, and they're comfortable with humans being there.
I don't know really how it works as far as what the humans know, but maybe it's a camp and they're kind of exiting the front of the building and this is the back. But
that's one problem with animals getting too comfortable around humans, because that's not I think that takes away like their survival instinct. Like animal too domesticated, it lacks the survival like instincts, decision making, because now they're too comfortable around humans. So these humans are good, and then this human's a fucking asshole and gonna shoot them. You know what I mean? So
Well,
when they like,
I don't know how domesticated this thing is. I mean, if I slap a little bear baby, this fucking mama bear is
She'll
gonna
fuck
eat my
you up.
fucking balls out. So I don't know if there's any kind of domestication going on here, but like, you leave me sleep and
she'll
I'll.
make you suck on her nipple.
Yeah, well, there's 4 of them, so there's 3 other people who can join me. But we'll make it a party. But like, I just don't know. There's, I'm pretty certain if you fuck around, you're gonna find out.
Yeah, fuck around, find out.
But
That's funny.
I'm glad we got together, and I know we'll probably be together for Easter, and I haven't seen you, but
Yeah. Oh, go ahead. Sorry.
I was actually, we were eating lunch the other day. I'm like, man, we haven't really talked much, and I thought about, I was eating pudding. I'm like, why is it that I'm thinking about Roman when I'm eating pudding, chocolate pudding or even vanilla pudding? Like, it was just really weird. And then I'm like, that happens when I have mayonnaise, and then it happens when I have a hot dog. So what is the correlation here?
We're not that close, guys.
It's just really weird for you, probably not for me.
Yeah. Speaking of eating, you met my uncle. He's visiting here.
Yeah, the guy we talked about last week at the Brew Fest.
Yeah.
Mr. Mafia.
So, so I was talking. I said something, and my wife said, "That's what she said." And so he kind of like had that blank stare. He didn't understand it. So I wanted to explain to him that's what she said. And when I said that, he goes, "I don't know. What did she say?" I said, "No." And it was like this awkward misunderstanding, and we just like started laughing. But how do you explain someone who doesn't speak English well, I guess, or doesn't know like the English slang? I mean,
like second language.
he does speak well, but it's just not like he's not around it.
Well, the American language, English, is it's very. There's a lot of slang. There's not a lot of slang in other languages, so it's tough to.
Well, did I tell you when I was studying English overseas, because we knew we were moving to the United States, I was like, I'm going to take English. That's the country we're moving into. So they actually teach us like British English overseas, and so when I moved here, it was a little bit interesting because I couldn't understand. Like certain state has their own like, not slang, but like the way they speak English, dialogue.
Yeah, or accent.
Accents, dialects, yeah. So, when you first time in the country, you're nervous and everything you've learned just kind of like comes out of your head. But I adjusted quick. It's interesting because my teacher said you're going to think in your language and then you're going to try to say it in English. But then in the future, you're going to think in English, you'll dream in English, and your thought process will be in English. I mean, he was right.
If you would come to me and be like, "Oh, hey Frank, would you like a spot of tea?" I'd kick you in the balls. You'd be like, "A cup?" Like, I don't really know.
Accents are kind of cool though. Like when I hear people from different countries and their accents, it's pretty cool.
No, yeah, I agree. It's it's what we deal with, and it is interesting to because we're all big travelers, and
world is a big place. We need to see it.
It's interesting to see how people interact with one another, and if everybody's just willing to have some patience, we'll all just kind of get through it. But I mean, I'll pick on you for it, and
it's all fun and games.
and it's definitely for us. We're all thick-skinned, and it's entertainment. So
that's right. I don't have any feelings, by the way.
Yeah.
Maybe that one, but who
Your
gives a
one
fuck
feeling.
about that one
I
feeling?
don't want to hurt your feelings.
Did you? Oh, go ahead. Sorry.
So I was talking about he had a lunch with onions. I hate onions, so I don't know if people know this, but
Did he microwave it?
oh, you fucking microwave.
Fuck.
No.
Was there fish too?
So I fucking hate onions, and I don't know if it's a really, we'll get into this in a minute here, but as far as onions, I hate them. I can't stand them. He microwaved them, and it fucking stunk of everything. And for some reason, and I was so pissed off, I said, "You smell like cock-smelling fuck juice." I don't know why that phrase came in my head, And I'm like, I couldn't think of any more vulgar words to put together other than that, because they were like, I mean, onions alone suck, and then you microwave them, they suck, and then they're baked in 180 degrees warm and they suck. Like I don't know why anybody wants to eat them, but I was so pissed off. And he tried to close the door. He's got air fresheners, but it's just not working. Like it's a lost cause. I just can't. I can't stand it. I don't know why this.
All that because I hate for onions.
Again, so other people can email us like they do with other things and like let me know how you feel about onions, but I hate them, and they make your penis small. So that's why he eats them.
Is that true?
Yeah, it is. You should give it a Google.
Give it a Google. Maybe I should stop eating onions and see if there's any change.
No, that's why I'm living with this bird my whole life. I don't even walk with this every morning. It's really weird to deal with.
Hey, I'm done with this beer.
Already?
Did you notice a little bit like a sparkly taste at the end? Like fizzy, like
a gay unicorn or something?
Yeah, you're a gay unicorn. Do you feel it?
I don't know how.
A little sparkly.
I'll honestly say I've never had a sparkly beer.
It's not sparkly beer. I want to make it clear. I'm saying it's like a seltzer at the end. No.
No, I think they do good. I really like this Middle Ages Epiphany. And
are you still in your first one?
I'm on the same one as you.
It's getting warm.
What?
It's getting warm.
It'll be gone.
Speaking of beer, hold on a second. Have you heard of a place called Now and Later?
The hamburger place?
Yeah, they're a bottle shop and tap room.
Oh no, that's not the same place.
Oh, okay. So my friend, this is funny. I was fucking on the floor dying.
You were fucking on the floor dying?
Yeah. My friend texts me. He goes, "Hey, my buddy and I go into Now and Later and get something to eat." So I thought they were going right now, and then they're gonna go again later if I wanted to join them. So I said, "Oh, maybe I'll join you later." And he was like, "Oh, okay, but we're going at this time." And I didn't understand it. Then he explained to me. I was like, "Where are you guys going?" He's like, "Are you fucking kidding me?" He said, "Now and later." I go, "Oh, I thought you meant you're going now and then you're going to go again later."
Yeah.
He texts me and goes, "I'm having a cardiac arrest right now, and my dog is licking my face."
It happens.
Yeah, it happens.
That's not a mistake.
Hey, I English is not my first language.
I was talking. So I was watching TV the other day. Do you know what U-daddies are?
No.
I was watching this TV show. They call them U-daddies.
U-daddies?
Yeah. So like instead of like, hey,
Y-O-U?
Like Y-O-U space D-A-D-D-Y.
Okay.
So like instead of like, I'll bet you $10 you're not gonna fucking eat that ant, or $15 you won't chew on that used rubber. You instead of betting that, you could bet U-daddies.
Okay.
So like an example is, if we bet like 5 U-daddies, any question I ask you, you have to say U-daddy. So like if I say, it's my 5 U-daddies that I win this, and then you lose, I say, okay, Roman, so who's got the biggest dick? You got to say, U-daddy. So like it's a form of currency that's just not monetary.
Okay.
So we're gonna start doing U-daddies, and I can't remember what show this was on TV, but so that's what we'll start doing. Like who could drink the most beer? U-daddy. But we'll start using that as our currency exchange on this episode, on this podcast.
Well, it might take me a little bit to get used to that.
Because you're always gonna lose, because I'm gonna win.
U-daddy.
Yeah. Yeah, right, see? Who's the best?
Getting there. U-daddy.
Ew, you said it like sensual. That was weird. Did you just lick your lips when you said it to me?
No.
Not yet.
Not yet. Speaking of beer, do you know what Bud Light stands for?
What Bud Light stands for?
Mm-hmm.
I do not.
Bitch, you don't like it? Go home then.
Perfect.
I just saw that. Oh my gosh, I just saw that. The guy goes, "Oh, Bud Light, sir. Bitch, you don't like it? Go home then."
Perfect. I want to meet whoever did that. Because bitch is like applicable to a man or a woman.
Yeah, it's not mine. I learned it from somebody else.
That's that's great.
Oh my gosh! Another thing I learned. See, I'm full of knowledge today.
Today.
Do you know?
Today,
Just
okay.
today. Just today. Do you know what clam slam is?
I have my definition of clam slam.
So apparently, clam slam is equivalent of teabagging, but when women does it.
Oh yeah, it's also called taco drop. So yeah, I didn't think of it. So like you stand over them and you dip it in their mouth like a taco
So,
dropping.
If you wake up in the morning and you think it's a drool, it's not a drool, okay? You've been clam slammed.
Yeah. So give me fish taco. Yeah, fish taco.
Fish taco. I heard that one.
Fish taco.
I've heard
dropping.
fish taco.
Um,
Anyway, sorry. So if you were going to say
we
something.
were listening to this earlier this week. We were listening to I was telling you about that email subscription that you haven't done yet, the one I recommended.
Oh yeah.
And they were talking about, earlier, I think it was on Tuesday, that there was 3 or 4 planets. I think it was Mercury,
Planets?
I think it was Mercury, Mars, Jupiter, and something else. We're all going to line up with Uranus. So I thought of you.
Oh.
That's like 4 men that you've probably known before that you nickname.
Yeah.
Mercury, Jupiter.
Yeah. That's my nicknames to every one of them. Yeah.
Code names.
My anus. That's so mature.
I when I was talking earlier about
Having my second beer. Do you guys like these sound effects, bro? It's not like fake sound effects. This is legit. Oh, this is foaming up. Sorry. Go ahead.
It's just really weird watching you suck that head on that beer. I mean, weird for someone. I mean,
What do you-
I'm just gonna
What do you do with the beer head?
What's that?
What do you do with the beer head? Be honest.
It's a secret.
No, be honest.
I don't kiss and tell.
You don't make out with the beer and tell?
No, I don't. Whatever. I'm very discreet. But I was talking about earlier with the pudding and the mayonnaise and all that stuff. Kind of reminds me of you. So then I was thinking that can bring us to this week's question of
Oh, again.
coitus of the week.
Okay.
You know what coitus is?
No, tell me.
Like, hide the sausage, pound the
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Twinkie.
Gotcha.
Yeah. Well, so if you had to, would you rather?
You, Daddy.
No. This is not a you, Daddy question. Would you rather? This is all consensual, by the way.
Okay.
Like, this is all. Assuming that everybody wants to do this.
Okay.
Would you rather? I'm trying not to vomit in my mouth right now. Would you rather have sex with Rosie O'Donnell or Whoopi Goldberg?
I was just gonna ask you, like, is
So
this,
you
is
can
this
you can
something my
anger
wife is
anger
gonna
bang Rosie, or you can make Whoopi with Whoopi and have some Whoopi pie. Which, by the way, I did research this because I thought of this morning. I just said Whoopi 3 times and they're all spelled differently.
do? Whoopi spelled differently?
If you want to make Whoopi
Mhm.
with Whoopi Goldberg and have some Whoopi pie, they're all different spellings.
Oh man, what's their age difference? Do you know?
It doesn't matter. You could be whatever you want it to be.
You always come up with these hard questions.
Something's got to be hard for this question to answer.
I'll go with Whoopi.
But now you gotta say why.
Oh really?
Yes, really. I don't half-ass shit.
I don't know. I don't have no particular reason why one versus the other.
Well, why not Rosie?
I don't know. I like Whoopi's voice better.
All right. Okay.
Well, what about you?
Oh, well, yeah. I guess I didn't really think about my answer. All right. Well, if we're gonna go into that, then I was telling you the ancestor DNA earlier. I'm a Viking, so we go all in. I'm not gonna half-ass this. I would actually I would want to do both at the same time.
That wasn't an option. Get the
No,
fuck out of
that's
here.
my option. The question's to me, and I would hope that while I was doing it, I suffered cardiac arrest and died until it.
That's it. That's the last thing you'll see before you
That's
die.
it. Like, you know, I mean, again, this is all consensual, so no one's forcing anybody to do anything. But if I had to do it,
Oh,
that's what would happen. And then if there was some sort of offspring or spawn produced from that, I would name this person Roman.
That's so nice of
Boy
you.
or girl.
That's so nice of you.
I'm a diehard romantic.
You, Daddy.
That's right.
Well, speaking of sex, do you know? I have a question for you. Do you know why men are great cooks?
Do I know why men are great cooks? I do
Because
not know.
with just a sausage and 2 eggs, they can fill a woman up for 9 months. Oh, that's not mine either.
Good enough.
But that was good. that got me cracking up laughing, so I wanted to bring that up.
Alright, so we know, again, for people that are listening and watching, this is really just unscripted stuff. So we're trying to do the best we can here. But I want to go into who for you, because we're really serious here. Who for you would be your ultimate special guest? Like who, if we could have someone on this podcast.
One person?
Well, it could be many people. Like we can go like in order, but like, I mean, in all honesty, who would you like? We're in infancy right now. Who would you love to have on here as a guest with us?
Man,
That was
so
sexy,
many
by the way.
people.
That's definitely not going to get you in bed with Rosie or down when you broke that night.
I don't know.
Fuck.
Sorry, I can't help it.
I mean, other than our significant others, because
Like
That's easily
stars,
attainable.
like stars too,
Yeah,
like
whoever, yeah, I mean-
entertainment.
yeah,
a lot of people.
there's a lot, but let's just name 2 or 3.
Well, okay. I like to Robert De Niro.
Yeah, good, nice.
Yeah, that guy. I mean, he's done so much cool shit. Like I have so many questions for him.
I'll be honest, and I'd be okay with it too, but I want to let you know he's a Democrat.
That's okay. I can
Okay,
live with that.
that's fine.
Yeah, but to pick that guy's brain and to talk about like his movies and stuff.
Yeah.
Like my all-time favorite movie with Robert De Niro is Bronx Tale.
Yeah.
That's
Oh,
fucking
well,
classic.
I don't know.
dude.
There's really a bad movies made.
Yeah,
I mean, I
with
love
Robert
this.
De Niro.
Sure.
Score, another one.
Mm-hmm.
Another person I would love to have would be Elon Musk, man. He's
Yeah.
fucking interesting.
Agreed.
He's just the way he thinks and like the shit he says. Like I wonder how he would answer some of my questions.
And I agree. Like I would. I mean, he's one of my top 3 also. But like I feel like he is a guy that is super. I mean, richest guy in the world.
Yeah.
But just relatable. Like just here we are. This guy's on top of the world with whatever kind of monetary scale you want to grade us on, and here we are at the bottom of that. But this isn't a plug to get him on here. But like,
Yeah.
I just think that like no matter where you are, like I could meet him at a Burger King and we could carry on a conversation and he'd be just normal guy.
My third, we'll go with 3. My third would be Neil deGrasse Tyson.
I'm sorry.
Neil deGrasse Tyson.
Bless you. I don't know who it is.
Come on, scientist.
Neil who?
Neil deGrasse Tyson.
I don't know. I don't know. I wish I knew.
Yeah, oh man. He was on
In what field? Like what?
He's a scientist. He's in what field is he? What do you call that with space? Astrologist?
Yeah. Astronomy. Yeah.
Astronomy, but I don't know. He's like
so he would know about
he knows
Uranus.
a lot. He'll know about my anus, yeah. But he just like when I listen to some of his interviews, and he has a a YouTube channel, I think, too. And he narrated some of the documentaries on either National Geographic or Discovery. I don't remember for sure.
Yeah.
But it's just that guy's mind.
Is
There's
he,
some people's minds like I really
does
would
he have a
love to tap
podcast
into.
like that?
Either a podcast or a YouTube channel. For sure YouTube channel because I've watched his stuff. I did listen to him on Joe Rogan, and he was on another show. I don't remember, but just he knows so much.
Mm-hmm.
Like that's the guy he needs to share his knowledge.
Yeah.
You know, and to like have an interview with him would be fucking great.
Yeah, I mean, I agree. I'm interested. I'm interested in interesting people.
What about you? What about your three?
Um,
We know Elon Musk.
yeah, Elon Musk is there, but I mean, for me, honest, I mean, there's how do you narrow it down for me?
I know it's
I mean, my mind, and I'm glad we talk about these things, but my mind works much quicker than my mouth and my fingers work. But I would love to have someone like Donald Trump. You know, that's out there. But aside from that, like someone like Chris Stapleton, the country singer, or Lainey Wilson.
mm-hmm.
You know, all these people. I don't know why music. I'm a big music guy.
Mm-hmm.
There's a lot of interesting people, but those two, I saw Chris Stapleton, you know, a couple years ago at the fairgrounds. Great voice, phenomenal singer. Same with Lainey Wilson,
Mm-hmm.
And then even someone like just someone that we can sort of relate to and have a conversation on a normal level.
Mm-hmm.
Someone who's, you know, world famous really, but just again just talk to that's sort of on our level.
Yeah.
You know, but and there's a lot of people. How do you limit that? Like, I mean, there's athletes, there's politicians, there's, you know,
Yeah.
famous people.
And these famous people, they're just like us. They're just regular people. They have regular lives, you know, and to talk to them, to be themselves, that would be the most like organic, like genuine interview, you know, where they don't have to be like, oh, I don't know if this is socially acceptable, or can I say this, or, you know what I mean? Like, just be yourself. Like, I think nowadays, a lot of people are so concerned about, you know, being, I don't know, canceled or being judged, or like, come on, man. We're all people. We all have our thoughts, right, wrong. We're all here to kind of like educate each other if we need to be, right? Like if somebody has different views than me, it's okay. They can have a different view than me. If it's something weird or wrong or fucked up, or let's talk about it.
Yeah, I don't. There's a lot of doom and gloom in the world for sure.
Yeah.
And it's reality. But I think what I'm hoping we can bring to people is a little bit of entertainment and a little humor to help things go a little smoother.
Yeah.
I mean, that stuff doesn't go away.
Yeah.
And it's very prevalent in the world, and it's maybe not the happiest thing. Let's do it is reality, but it's like you said, these people are normal people, and I think for them, someone like us or a lot of people like us, it could help them to, you know, communicate with people on a normal level that they maybe not get otherwise because they are superstars, whoever it may be.
Yeah.
And again, Ashley McBride is someone I think that is someone that you could just. I mean, I believe that if we were to just meet Ashley McBride at a bar, me and you're drinking,
Mm-hmm.
Bourbon Street, New
Mm-hmm.
Orleans, we see someone at a bar, and it's her, but we don't know it's her.
Mm-hmm.
We could just sit there and just sort of, hey, how are you? Just talk about it and
Yeah, where you from? What are you doing?
yeah,
Like, oh,
and I
that's
think
awesome.
she would just relate to us on a normal person level.
Yeah, yeah.
But I think that's therapeutic for them and relatable for us.
Yeah.
But I don't think it's limited to her. But I think there's a lot of people that way, and maybe they just don't get a lot of exposure that way because there's a lot of corporate stuff and sponsorship stuff, and I understand all
Yeah.
that, and I don't blame them. But it is a little bit of you know, therapy to be able to communicate on a level that's just like
Be themselves.
Yep.
Outside of their family,
Yep.
like just with friends or other people, and not be judged or, you know,
Mhm.
ridiculed for fucked up thoughts or whatever. You know what I mean? Like whatever. Something we shoot shit at the bar, we go home. It's all good.
Yeah, and that's really what we're about. I mean, you know, we've said it a couple times before. This is an organic deal.
Mhm.
Like we don't script things. We just talk
Yeah.
about it, and like I enjoy it. These are conversations we'd have if it wasn't recorded.
Yeah,
You know,
exactly.
I want to share with people, and you want to share with people, and this is kind of how this developed. Like, I just want to be relatable. I appreciate, and we appreciate all these people that get back to us and the feedback we get, and all these things, and we're just normal people. I mean, in my mind, normal people. If we say fucked up stuff, I get a lot of fucked up ideas.
And it's okay.
Yeah.
And it's okay. We all, like nobody's mad at anybody. And
But yeah, again, a little bit of humor.
Yeah.
But this is not like, I mean, if this wasn't recorded and this is not what we're doing here now, it's what we're going to be doing in our everyday lives to someone. Now you guys all get to share it with us.
we had a same conversation before we started this.
Yeah, yeah.
It doesn't matter. Speaking of a little bit of entertainment, I got something funny to tell you.
What liberal entertainment you said?
I said, speaking of a little bit of entertainment, I have something funny to tell you. So, my dog has a teeth problem, and she's old. She's 14, and it's like I can't give her hard treats anymore because she actually lost a tooth the other day. And so I picked up some soft treats, and they're these long like Slim Jim sausages.
You had me at long
So I go, my wife's standing in the kitchen. I go, yeah, this soft sausages seem to work for her. She goes, that's what she said. And she gave me this look.
Mm-hmm.
And I was just fucking dying.
That's great. So now we'll do it. That's what she said. Yeah?
Yeah, that's soft. Because last episode, remember we talked about like let's do that's what she said,
Yeah.
or she said I heard.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that was.
No, our wives are great. Like, I mean, for people that are wondering, like, oh my God, I can't believe these guys talk about stuff. Our wives are just, really female versions of us. Much more estrogen, slightly less testosterone, and but it's entertaining. This is why we're able to do what we do. And
Yeah, we wouldn't be able to do this without them.
yeah.
And their support, and we love them.
Yeah, and then again, this is fun for us.
Yeah.
We hope it turns into something great for us and everybody, not just us, but
Yeah.
we're doing this either way. Like, we're going to record this and for everybody to listen to, or we're not. I mean,
Yeah.
I don't really give a fuck.
I have fun doing this.
Yeah.
And is your wife big ball buster?
Oh yeah,
My wife is ball buster, like big time.
yeah. But I think your wife's a sneaky ball buster.
I don't know, man. It's just it's being projected on our child now because he's a big ball buster
Yeah.
too.
Huh?
So I had to measure something the other day. We're trying to find like a server, right, for like alcohol and shit to put in our room, and
Wait, you had a server to do alcohol?
to like store alcohol. We have alcohol in like different rooms, like pantry, in the kitchen. You know what I
We
mean?
have a
Like,
bigger problem here than storage.
no, but like people have a server, right? Like you have all your alcohol in one spot. Like you can have shakes, you can make drinks,
Okay,
mixes.
like a bar.
Store your wine. Yeah, I don't have a bar, but this is kind of like
Huh? If only you knew someone who could build one.
so, And anyway, so she pulled up this one item online, and we're trying to kind of visualize what 15 inches would look like. So I could use my
I can help you.
dick.
I just fold it in half. I'll fold it in half. That's 15 there.
And stand sideways. So I'm like trying to MacGyver this. Like didn't have a tape measure in front of me, and so I grabbed the 2 pieces of paper because it's 11 and a half inches, right?
Mm-hmm.
And it's right next to the printer is a ruler. She goes, "There's a ruler right there."
Did you whip your dick out?
No, it says, "Yeah, I could use a ruler. Or I could use my dick." And just multiply it. But yeah, my wife is great. I love her.
Yeah, no, same. I mean, they're not much different than us. And again, we couldn't really. I mean, first of all, we wouldn't be married if they knew the real way we were and they didn't approve of it. But I don't know. Again, the world is a lot of doom and gloom, and I think we're not what we're doing here is not anything intentional to make people forget that. It is just what we do in normal life. I mean, if this, again, is not recorded on audio or video, which you'll see the video on YouTube at some point, this is just what we would talk about if it's at the lunch table or the office next door to us, or in person at a bar or at the dinner table. This is all that way.
We're bringing little ha-has to the
Yeah,
world.
you got little ha-has. I got huge ha-has. So, speaking of that, that's another thing. I'm glad you brought that up. Can you imagine, because we talked earlier about our logo and ancestry DNA, all these things. Can you imagine, I'm almost embarrassed to say this, what a Viking vagina must have smelled like?
Dude.
Or even balls for that, man. I'm not limited to this girl. Like, what is that scent? Like, what would that be?
I don't know. Maybe that should be like a deodorant.
I don't want a deodorant that smells like Viking balls. Whatever floats your boat, you can have. For me, I don't want to wear deodorant like, oh my God, you smell so good. You smell like Viking balls. I don't want that.
What are you wearing? Oh, Viking balls.
Yeah, Viking balls by Roman. Like, I don't want... I'm just saying, like, what would that... Like, it's got to be some sort of cheesy
for
substance,
sure.
like Limburger smelling, like, what the fuck just happened? And like, oh no, that's really attractive. I want that. Like,
What's in your head?
well, you also didn't want to lick dog nuts.
You.
Or whatever it was.
No, I didn't say lick dog nuts.
That's where I'm at right now. I don't really care.
You know where I'm at right now? I'm getting hungry.
By the way, this Middle Ages fucking epiphany is awesome.
It's really good. Yeah. I'm down 2 already.
I don't understand, like what happened back in those days. Like, there was no, like, Lumi, which apparently I understand also is very fucking, like, you might just not wear it because it smells the same as if you don't.
I don't want to wear it. I'm hungry. Are you hungry?
I don't know why we're talking about this and then all of a sudden you think about food.
Because I'm just finished all this beer we were drinking before this episode, and now I'm getting hungry.
Okay, maybe I'm hungry.
Do you want anything else to say?
I do have one other thing to say.
Oh, okay.
And this is related to...
Excuse me.
Oh my God.
I don't know. I think that was a burp.
I don't know.
I think that was...
It's like we're podcasting with toddlers right now. Wait. You don't know if that was a burp?
It came out kind of painfully.
It sounded painful. I mean, I hurt for you right now.
I think it echoed through the walls.
Oh my God.
Our neighbors might have heard that.
I am disgusted.
I apologize for your ears.
I gotta go, again, back to the first episode. I gotta go piss to the left side of the toilet right now. So
Oh, I gotta go piss really
let's
fast.
end it, let's end it right now.
All right, everyone. Thank you very much for listening. Follow us, please, on all social media platforms, and email us with any questions, suggestions, topics, right?
Yeah, we're going to send out some shout-outs. I mean, again, we've got a lot of people contacting us on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, all these things. A couple of connections we've really made with people that we don't even know. But you meet people, and you know people. There's been some interactions, and I'm like, oh, these people are, good people know good people. And we'll throw those out there at some point, but again, send us your feedback. We'll do what we can, and we hope to please you guys, and we appreciate everything, and thank you very much.
Yeah.
Roman's a dick.
Yeah, thank you guys. Love you. Bye.
Bye.